We're going to turn our head around and check out Google Sky. It's by clicking this little button that looks like Saturn up at the top. I want you to check off a few layers so that you can see the constellations, just so that we can have navigational purposes. It makes it easier. Search for the Orion constellation, and it almost looks like Orion has two right arms. Zoom in right between the elbows of his arms until the coordinates at the bottom of the read RA, right ascension 6 hours and 8 minutes, and then declination is between 13 and 14 degrees. I'll show you what that means in just a second. This is a grouping of stars, and let's say that it contains maybe a few thousand stars in it. How would you classify this group of stars, and explain why you would classify that? So, going over to Google Sky, we'll turn our head around, and you know what we're going to do is we're going to turn off all of the um, files we have overlaid up on top of that. Alright, and then I want you to check out some layers, right? So, let me minimize that. Alright, so the layers I have, I always like to look at imagery. I don't really need our solar system in there. And what I definitely want you to do is turn on the constellations. If you turn on all of these stars databases, it gets really messy. So I want you to make sure to turn off all of these things because it's just gonna be in your way. And what I want to do is, why don't we search for Orion? O-R-I-O-N. There we go. Orion, the hunter, who happens to have two right arms. Why does he have two right arms? I don't know. Actually, I think that signifies one of his clubs. So I don't really know. Maybe whatever. Okay. So if we go into one of his right arms or two of his right arms, right between his two right elbows, we can zoom in a little bit. We might see some pretty stars. What I really am interested in is where it says right ascension 6 hours. So the right ascension, you might not be able to see this on the video, but right below this area right here, you can see how it says red RA 6 hours 8 minutes and around 13 degrees. This grouping of stars right here, I want you to check that out. That's got a few thousand stars in it. How would you classify that group of stars? Why would you classify it in the way that you have chosen to classify it?